Good with y'all boys, man. Hey, we back, bro. We got the deadliest snipers in history. Check it out.
Carlos Hathcock.
I missed y'all, man.
Born in Arkansas, enlisted in the Marines at only 17 years old, and he was so good that he won the prestigious Wimbledon Cup for long. Carlos Hathcock. Hathcock, born in Arkansas, enlisted in the Marines at only 17 years old, and he was so good that he won the prestigious Wimbledon Cup for long-distance shooting in 1965 at only 23 years old. His sniping skills were initially wasted, as when he participated in the Vietnam War, he was a military policeman. But when they noticed how talented he was at shooting, they made him a sniper. In 1967, he set a world record for
I'm pausing already, bro. But I wonder if that dude from TikTok, I do not know his name, bro. Black dude, dreads, beard. He be doing interviews and stuff. I'll put a picture right here, bro. Or right here. I don't know where the fuck the picture gonna be, bro, but I'll put it somewhere. Bro, I wonder if he gonna be on here, bro. Because I heard, pretty sure like he a really good sniper,
bro. 2,500 yards, nearly a mile and a half, a record that remained unbroken for 35 years. He was known as the White Feather because he always used to wear one on his hat, and he was known for being capable of standing still for days while tracking his enemies. He was the one who killed the Apache Woman, a sadistic Viet Cong platoon leader known for her brutal torture of U.S. Marines. As his kill count increased, the enemy placed a $30,000 bounty on his head, the highest ever placed on a U.S. sniper during the war. But even though many tried to claim it by confronting him, all of them died. In a memorable sniper duel, Hathcock faced an elite enemy sniper known as Cobra. Hathcock noticed the glint from Cobra's scope and fired a shot through the sniper's scope, killing him instantly, even though he admitted he had only been slightly faster than him, making this probably the closest he's been to dying on the field. He also had to face moral problems, as on one occasion, he had to target a 12-year-old Viet Cong guerrilla carrying weapons and ammunition. He was initially reluctant and fired a warning shot, but it failed to deter the young boy, so he had to eliminate him, an experience that haunted Hathcock for years. In 1969,
he shot that warning shot, bro. He just doing what he had to,
he was in hit a landmine, and in a heroic act, he suffered severe burns while
that kid probably would end up killing more people than him, bro.
Rescuing his fellow Marines from the burning vehicle. After recovering from his burns, Hathcock helped establish the Marine Corps Sniper School, but he was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis and had to retire, dying at 57 in 1999. He
probably from all that standing, bro, to be honest.
Kill count of 93 confirmed.
God damn! Hey, shout out 160, y'all. These niggas demons. Shout out Carlos, bro.
Mahwini was one of the deadliest snipers in Marine Corps history, with a kill count of 103.
He looked like he played all the Call of Duty.
Probable kills during the Vietnam War. On one occasion, Valentine's Day in 1969, Mahwini encountered an enemy platoon and killed 16 NVA soldiers with headshots. He's said to have missed a shot only once.
Better than me than I am on Fortnite. What the fuck?
Mahwini spotted an enemy soldier just 885
Brother playing Warzone IRL, dropping 20 bombs and
but
shit.
Missed several shots, allowing the man to escape. This incident deeply troubled him, as he believed the man might have later killed other Marines. After his role in the Vietnam War ended, he went back to the U.S. and lived a relatively normal life, but kept his sniper experience a secret, even from his wife, until fellow sniper and author Joseph Ward recounted them in his 1991 book, Dear Mom, A Sniper's Vietnam. He died on February 12th, 2024, at the age of 75.
Recent.
Chris Kyle.
Shout out Chuck,
was
bro.
an American Navy SEAL who served
Why he looks so
in the
familiar?
Iraq War and is considered the deadliest sniper in U.S. military history, with 160 confirmed kills. He was taught how to shoot since he was 8 years old by his father, and when he joined the Navy SEALs, he was sent to Iraq in 2003, participating in some of the war's most significant battles, including the Battle of Fallujah and the Battle of Ramadi. He was particularly known for his precision and composure under pressure, and it's said that he killed a rebel from 2,100 yards away, one of the longest sniper shots on record. He was often faced with heartbreaking choices, having to decide
I haven't
whether
even
to
done
shoot
that on
someone
video
who appeared to be a
games, bro.
civilian,
The
but
hell?
might actually be a suicide bomber in disguise. After leaving the Navy in
think I ever got
2009
that
and getting
far.
multiple medals for valor in combat, Kyle wrote a best-selling autobiography, American Sniper, in which he described his experiences in Iraq. But his book was considered by some as controversial, accusing Kyle of glorifying war. From this book, the film
I'm thinking of the
American
movie.
Sniper was
I mean,
released in 2014, directed
Wasn't
by
Randy
Clint
Orton in
Eastwood
here, bro?
and with actors like
I'm
Bradley
tweaking. I'm
Cooper.
thinking of something else,
However,
probably.
he wasn't able to see the film inspired by him because in 2013, Kyle was fatally shot by a former Marine suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, dying at only 38 years old. Vasily Zaitsev.
Damn, man.
Vasily Zaitsev
Bro,
was
that shit
initially
did not
just a
say
normal
242,
clerk in the
bro.
Soviet Navy, but when the war with Nazi Germany broke out, he volunteered for the front, joining the army. His
So I'm pretty sure we done with U.S. soldiers. So my guy wasn't even on the list that I was talking about earlier, but that shit crazy. I thought he had like
so out of the ordinary
100
that he
bodies.
was assigned the sniper role immediately. And when he participated in the Battle of Stalingrad, he proved to be one of the most meticulous snipers in history. He not only used to be a master at camouflage, basically becoming invisible among the rubbles of Stalingrad, but he also changed location after each shot and almost always killed with one single shot to preserve ammunition. He was so good that he was used by Soviet propaganda to boost the army's morale, with Radio Moscow regularly praising him as almost superhuman. Not only was he an amazing sniper, but he was incredibly good at gathering intelligence. He collected information on German booby traps and upcoming attacks, saving thousands of Soviet soldiers' lives. It is said that the Germans, frustrated by Zaitsev's successes, sent their best sniper, Erwin Koenig, to track and eliminate him, and Soviet propaganda claimed that Zaitsev won a 3-day duel against Koenig, killing him with a headshot. When he was almost completely blinded by a mortar shell in January 1943, he didn't get demoralized and returned to the front, and kept fighting until the Battle of the Silo Heights, known as the Gates of Berlin, when he was wounded once again, forcing him to miss the final assault on Berlin. In 1951, under Stalin, he was briefly imprisoned because he was thought to be a spy, but he was eventually cleared and lived until 1991, dying 11 days before the fall of the Soviet Union. The exact number of his kills is debated, but is generally estimated to be around 242. Lyudmila Pavlichenko.
Bro, I know it's literally supposed to go up, bro. But I ain't think about this much, bro.
Since she was
It's
young,
people
when
out
she
here
joined
that
a
have
shooting
killed
club
over
and earned a
300
Vorshilov
people, bro.
sharpshooter
The
badge.
hell?
In 1941, when Germany invaded the Soviet Union, she immediately enlisted in the Red Army, but was initially given the role of a nurse. So she had to convince her superiors to place her in
I
the
ain't gonna lie.
25th
It's no
Rifle
way you
Division
killing
as a
300
sniper
people
due to her
ethically, bro.
shooting
Where
certifications.
killing
She
nobody
fought
is
for over
ethical, but
2
you know what I
months during
mean.
the
When it
siege
comes
of
to the
Odessa,
military,
where
bro.
she killed a crazy amount of
Or wars or
187
whatever.
enemy soldiers. In June 1942, she was
You
injured by
did some
shrapnel
foo shit,
and was
bro.
evacuated to
Had
Moscow.
to.
And after her recovery, she did not return to the front lines, but became a propagandist for the Red Army, earning the nickname Lady Death. In 1942, she visited the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom to advocate for opening a second front against Nazi Germany, and even met with then U.S. President Franklin D. Roosevelt's wife to urge Americans to support the Soviet war effort. After the war, Pavlichenko completed her studies and became a historian, also working as a researcher for the Soviet Navy. She passed away in 1974 at the age of 58 due to a stroke, with a kill count of 309 confirmed kills.
Confirmed?
Francis Pegamagovo.
Oh, hell.
Francis Pegamagovo was the
400?
most decorated indigenous soldier in Canadian military history and the most effective sniper of World War I.
Bro, I don't even know 400 people, bro. I don't even know 100 people,
Another
bro.
300.
What the fuck am I
When
talking
World War
about,
I
bro?
broke out, Pegamagovo volunteered for the Canadian Expeditionary Force in August 1914, even though Canadian government discrimination initially excluded minorities, and he was an Ojibwe. He was deployed
I don't even
overseas
think I got
with the
400
first
people in my
group of
family,
Canadian
bro.
troops sent to
Like,
fight in Europe, and he fought in the Second Battle of Ypres.
my
when the Germans
bloodline,
first used
like.
chlorine gas on the Western Front. On August 30th, 1918, during the Battle of Scarpe, Pegamagovo was running out of ammunition and in danger of being surrounded. So in an heroic act, he went through heavy machine gun and rifle fire to go into no man's land and bring back enough ammunition for his position to hold out. For this, he was one of the only 39 Canadians to receive a military medal. As a matter of fact, he earned 3 during his military career. When the war ended, he went back to Canada and became
Damn,
a
only
political
9 people got a medal and he got
fighting
3
for
of them
indigenous
hoes?
people's
Okay.
rights. Fyodor Oklopkov. Fyodor Oklopkov was a Soviet sniper born from a peasant family, and he was drafted into the Red Army in September 1941, even though he wasn't initially a sniper, but a machine gunner. Even though he was injured 4 times, he went back to the front line and quickly increased his kill count, earning a series of medals for his achievements. His style consisted of long duels with enemy snipers, waiting patiently for them to abandon their position before firing, and he even learned to operate an anti-tank rifle and participated in reconnaissance missions behind enemy lines. On June 7th, 1944, he was nominated for the title of Hero of the Soviet Union for killing 420 enemy soldiers, but the nomination was downgraded to the Order of the Red Banner. Later that month, on June 23, 1944, he suffered a severe chest injury during intense fighting in Belarus, which was his 12th combat
Killing
injury.
one
The
person
severity
is
of his
insane,
injury
bro.
left
We
him
giving people
unfit for
trophies
service
just
until
because they
spring
killed 400 people,
1945,
bro. It's
shortly before the war's end,
fucking
and his
crazy,
kill
bro.
count was 429
I
enemy
don't give a
soldiers
fuck if
killed,
it's
not
Vietnam
counting
or
another
the US,
27
bro. That
enemy
shit is is
soldiers
insane,
he
bro.
eliminated
Should
with his
nobody
machine
get no
gun.
trophy for
Returning to
killing
his
nobody, bro,
hometown,
unless
many of his peers
it's really
wondered why
deserved.
he had not been awarded the Gold Star,
World
given his
threatening
high
type
sniper
shit.
count. But he would get more recognition later on, receiving the title Hero of the Soviet Union and the Order of Lenin. He passed away a few years later, on May 28, 1968. Simo Hauha, the White Death. The White Death's real name was
500 is
Simo Hauha,
insane,
and he was a
man.
Finnish sniper considered to be the deadliest in history. He joined the Finnish Civil Guard at only 17, and he was so good that it was said that his home was filled with shooting trophies, and that he once hit a target 16 times from 492 feet away in only a minute. His real skills, however, were shown when the Winter War broke out in 1939, as he was assigned to the Finland-Russia border. A particular fact about him is that he preferred iron sights to modern high-technology telescopic sights, as he said they would reflect light and reveal his position. He became a legendary figure among Soviet troops, known for his ability to remain hidden for hours in the snow and be almost completely invisible. He even used to hide his breath by holding snow in his mouth and packing snow around himself. The Soviets, terrified by his reputation, resorted
was
to
it
artillery
cold?
to try to eliminate him. But Heihe survived these attacks, and he accumulated over 500 confirmed kills
Over
with Soviet
500.
soldiers in just 100 days, making him the deadliest in history. In March 1940, Heihe was hit in the jaw by an explosive bullet, but he survived, and after 26 surgeries to his face, he recovered and lived a long life until 2002, when he died at 96 years old.
Bro,
If you like this
damn.
video,
Brother
subscribe for
lived
similar
till
ones or
almost
join my Discord.
100, bro. That shit crazy, hey. These people some menaces, bro. Walking Dead tomorrow just filmed it, bro. Y'all gonna see though. Appreciate y'all, boy, for watching. We gone.